Friends and family, greetings, greetings. How are you? I hope that all is well with you, and I hope that all is well with your family. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video. On today, guys, we're going to talk about infection. And with every surgical procedure you have, there's a slight chance that you can develop infection, you know. And looking around in the groups that I am in on Facebook, you know, I've seen some posts where some people have had some very ugly experiences dealing with their SCS system, you know, getting infection around it, and they ended up having to have it removed. So in this video, guys, let's talk about this, and we're going to talk about what can you do to avoid, you know, getting your SCS site infected. You know, of course, they tell you during the first week, you know, not to get your scar completely submerged. You know, they tell you can shower like 3 days after your surgery, and then, you know, after 3 days, you know, try not to get it overly saturated or whatever, or submerged. They tell you to keep it dry, all right? They also suggest that you use heat pads and or cold packs, you know, to help combat with the pain, you know. And me personally, you know, I do not like anything cold. I don't like being cold, and I don't like nothing cold touching me, okay? So I opted out of ice packs. I did not use heat packs because, you know, when you have things that are hot, they're going to build up steam and a little bit of sweat, and eventually that site is going to be somewhat damp, okay? And over a period of time of doing this, that can set up infection, you know. And not only that, guys, another thing that helped me, you know, I made sure that the night before, you know, the surgery, or before we left for the hospital, we changed the bedding on our bed, you know, to make sure that when I got home and laid down, I was laying down on clean sheets, you know, not sheets that we've been sleeping on for weeks or whatever, and have all kinds of particles that can get inside of your incisions once you remove your bandages, you know. So that's one thing that is helpful, you know, making sure you change your bedding before going to the hospital for your surgery, and also making sure you keep your incisions dry, you know, during the healing process, you know, mainly the first 14 days, you know. When you shower, don't get it like entirely saturated, guys, you know, just enough to kind of clean up anything. Keep an eye on it, you know, make sure it's not oozing, or there's no discoloration, no swelling, no puffiness, no redness. If you experience any of these or beginning to exhibit signs of infection, you know, I highly encourage you to call your surgeon immediately, all right? And be on top of it, because the sooner you get on top of it, the better the chances are of you beating it and, you know, being able to walk away from the whole ordeal unscathed, okay? Because again, there are some instances where people have had infection so bad they had to have their SCS removed, and then have to go back and get it put back in and feel all this pain all over again. So, you know, having the surgery is one thing, but imagine having to have this surgery and then turn around and have to have another surgery to have it removed, to feel all the pain you felt recovering, plus going back to pain, and then get back in line. I wouldn't want to feel that, and I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, okay? So it's very important that you keep your incision sites clean, you know, and dry, and make sure you take care of it. Don't be fiddling around with your pulse generator and all this stuff and picking at your scabs and all that stuff, you know. Just let everything do what it do in time, and you will be just fine, all right? And on today, guys, I did reach out to one of the two numbers that I was left, because my former rep is now gone. So I have to be reprogrammed, because I told you guys I did experience some interference at the courthouse, and I turned it on a different program, and I noticed that my coverage was kind of uneven. So that means maybe I can get her to refresh them, and I can keep what I got, hopefully. All right. So that's going to sum up today's video, guys. And if you're new to the channel, please smash the subscribe button. And if you haven't, please check out my spinal cord stimulator patient playlist. It's going to contain all the videos that I've ever made from the point of my trial to my permanent to this point moving forward. And I do thank all those who stayed until the end. And until we meet again, please stay safe, hold it in the road, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace.